Blackstone Publishing presents Why We Love Pirates, The Hunt for Captain Kidd and How He Changed Piracy Forever by Rebecca Simon, Ph.D. This book is read by Kate Mulligan. Dedicated with all my love to my grandpa, Bernie Jack Shapiro, 1930 to 2019, who sadly will never be able to read this book. Thank you for your endless love, support, and interest, reminding me often that you read a book about Jewish pirates. Introduction. Before graduate school, I wouldn't say I was obsessed with pirates. However, I was definitely a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean films, still am, except for the fifth one, and the ride of the same name, which has always been my favorite, at Disneyland. But like most people, when I thought of pirates, I thought of buried treasure, walking the plank, peg legs and eye patches, and the phrase, "our matey." I never gave much thought to where these ideas came from, or why pirates continue to capture the popular imagination. That changed when I took a graduate seminar on colonial American history and was assigned a book called Villains of All Nations by the historian Marcus Rediker. His book upended the beliefs about pirates that I had learned from pop culture my whole life. One of the first things I learned was that pirates are important enough figures to have their own era of history, known as the Golden Age of Piracy. This was a time period between 1650 and 1726, when piracy and persecutions were at their peak in the British Atlantic colonies, namely the Caribbean and North America. Rediker has divided the Golden Age of Piracy into 3 rounds. 1. 1650 through 1680. The buccaneers were mostly English, French, and Dutch Protestants who hunted wild game on deserted islands and attacked Spanish ships. 2. 1690s. This is the period of piracy in the Indian Ocean and when they established a haven in Madagascar. 3. 1716 through 1726. This is the period after the War of Spanish Succession, 1701 through 1714, during which pirates were the most numerous and created a crisis of trade in the Atlantic Ocean. The most famous period of the Golden Age is between 1716 and 1726. These 10 years were when the most famous pirates in history sailed together, such as Blackbeard, Anne Bonny, and Mary Read. More on these legends later. All of what we think we know about pirates.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?